This is Dr. Sanjay Gururaj. Today we'll ask him about how to reduce the screen time of kids, to give at least 5 tips on this.
So yes, increased screen time is a very common thing that we normally see in children. Funnily, it starts at the age of around 5-6 months, wherein children start feeding solid and semi-solid foods, wherein a parent immediately puts a WhatsApp or a video from a Disney film and they want the child to actually see it and get their meals done in. And it does the job, to be honest, because there's a lot of color in the screen, there's a lot of content, music, and a lot of talk that happens, so kids generally go for it. And it's all right for a point in time. However, what happens now is children keep taking it to the next level. They don't eat unless the screen is with them. And that becomes a big problem because it's the egg first or the chicken first situation. Unless you give the screen, I will not eat. Only if you give the screen, I will eat. And that becomes a very, very huge problem. To me, giving screen time to the child while eating is a no-no, to be honest with you. I would suggest that you actually get your child into the dining table where you're all eating and the child must start eating meals with the parents. And that's extremely important. Reason being, A, there's a huge amount of bondage. Second, when everybody else eats, the child tends to imitate. So they start eating. It's okay he or she makes a mess of the whole thing. That's number one. Number two, screen cannot be used as a pacifier. I think most of mothers use screen as pacifiers because the child is crying endlessly and the child cries endlessly. They want some silence. It's like, somebody's screaming behind you and then they keep screaming and you want to shut their mouth, so use a screen saver or a screen pacifier. So it should not be used as a pacifier. And hence, just to get your way out of a particular stressful situation, please don't use the screen. 3, learn to engage your children in other physical things to do at that time. For example, life is not about just negotiating on a screen and laughing with seeing a cartoon. It's also what maybe children need. However, you need to get toys, get things that are interactive, because that would allow your child to actually be a little more creative. Nobody's born a genius, to be honest with you. It just takes time. You just have to get them creative ideas. 4, terrible idea to put them to sleep with screen, which is very common. And in the end of the day, each kid wants their mobile. In fact, I have children as young as 5 years old who have their own mobile, learn how to WhatsApp, and I have moms who come to me and they're so proud of it. I said, oh boss, my child can do the WhatsApp, and I'm not impressed at all, to be honest. I just think there's a time for technology to come in and it cannot be used as a soother or a pacifier. 5, 2 to 3 hours before a child sleeps, there is no way you can give a screen to them. It is called sleep hygiene. You must read about sleep hygiene. In sleep hygiene, they will tell you when you want to put a child to sleep, or even an adult, for example. If you all guys go to sleep, I'm sure you guys are watching screen till 11:45 and 11:46 you want to crash out. It's not going to happen at all. You have to avoid screen for at least 2 hours before they sleep. 3 hours, even better. I think these are the 5 tips. In the end, it has to be between the carrot and the stick initially. You cannot allow your child to rule you on areas wherein it could be harmful for them.